Hello, you are welcome to my platform. Today I'm making a simple and a very quick tutorial on how to make the uh I don't even know what to call it, but it's a face fascinator. It's a fascinator made with either crinoline, or sometimes you can make it with the face net. So the crinoline type is what I am making today, and everything that I will be needing or you will be needing is what I am listing here now: the roses, clip or hairpin, uh, hot glue and candlesticks, and then properly we need a crinoline. So to go about this project, I'll simply tie the edge of my crinoline. I'll use my needle and thread to do that. I'll tie the edge. So this is a quick one. For you to get the measurement you want to use is a thing of choice. It depends on how close you want it to your face or how far you want it. But the bottom line is, you first of all take the round face measurement and then you increase it either by 5 inches or 10 inches. Is your choice. Whatever, 5, 6, 8 inches is your choice from your face. It depends on how you want it to be. So quickly, I will just insert the wire, the art wire, into it. And then now the very important aspect of it is the part I'll be explaining to you now. So after fixing the art wire to it, you look for a way to make sure that the art wire is fixed, as in you try to fix the first edge and make sure that it's very strong in such a way that the art wire will not be moving. You understand? Because you know that this crinoline is a 6 inches crinoline, so we have to fix the wire and then push it. If you push the wire, as in a way of making it firm and tight, the crinoline size in width will reduce. It will have a way of reducing the crinoline size. But if you just fix it like that and you don't push, one thing that will happen is it will not be flat. You have the crinoline not being flat. So now I have fixed the wire to both ends, and then I managed to use my hot glue to fix the edges, and then I pushed. So after pushing, I was able to get it to be smooth to the extent to which you are seeing now. I will smoothen the rest part of this work while I'll be fixing the Petersham on it. So you can just make one. This is a sample of one. This is my client. She used it for her birthday shot. So you can make one, but the one I saw on, is it Andy? There's this, is it Andy Makeover? That's the lady I saw this particular one from her page. So I am making the sample of what I saw on Andy Makeover page on Instagram. All right. So what I need to do now is, after fixing the art wire to this crinoline, I will use the Petersham to cover the art wire. So for you to do the covering, if you can, use the zipper foot of your machine to sew it. It will come out perfect. That one you saw my client wearing there, I actually sewed. I did not glue. I use sewing machine to do the work on that particular one. So you can actually use your sewing machine, but use the zipper foot. It will come out better, and it will make your needle, or help your needle not to hit on the iron, that wire. It can actually break your needle and cause some kind of damages to your machine. So when you are sewing, you want to avoid such things from happening. All right. So but if you do not have a sewing machine, it's not a big deal. This particular project now, I did it using the hot glue. I sometimes use the UHU, but you know how UHU is not fast in gluing. So except you have the patience of allowing it to cool down a little and then you start fixing. But if you want something that is instant, you work with hot glue. So I used hot glue for this project. So as I keep gluing the Petersham, I try to stretch it, and as I stretch, both the crinoline will be stretching and it will be getting flatter, to be getting flat for me to use. And so that all these should I say bulkiness will be out of it. It will be smooth. All right. This particular process is a careful process. You don't want to rough your work. If you are too fast with it, you'll find out that the hot glue will just stain every part of the work. But the good news is when I'm working with black, I'm not really scared though, because even when the hot glue tend to stain it, I'll just simply use my spray paint to finish it up. All right, so I finished wrapping two of it. All right, so what I'm going to do is that you can see that on the edges I have excess Petersham, which I will be using to wrap the back, as in I will use it to fix the back together. So instead of me to use needle and thread on this particular part, I want something that will be very firm, something that can hold it tight, not just holding it tight, but closing every edge of the iron is very important. So at that point, I really want something that can do that finishing for me. So I'm using the Petersham to do that. All right. So when I'm done with that, I'll just use my hot glue to close it, ensure that it's neatly closed. Well, this particular part is not a challenge. That's because, I will either use my roses to close it, or I will form a bow with the crinoline to close it. So it's not really a challenge. So right now, I've finished fixing the two, closing the back and making sure it's okay. So this particular one is the one standing on top of it, and you want to be careful while you are fixing this one. I have to create a finishing edge that I will not add any form of embellishment to. Though if you desire to fix embellishment to your own, it's not bad, but I want a situation, or I want to be able to close it in a way that will look good, the finishing will be good, and will not really need any form of embellishment to cover any rough work. So you can see what I did. I'm trying to give it a good finishing, and I'm using the Petersham to do that good finishing. So by way of letting it stretch above the closing or finishing part of the iron, and then using the hot glue to finish the tip. So at that particular point, that tip will look a little bit slim, it will look a little bit narrow, and it will look a little bit original. So that's the point. That's just the point. I want a situation whereby I can leave it like that and not add anything. It will just look like it's a what do you call it now? Like it's a cinnamon work, where you just get that thin part out of it. Okay, so this is how that edge will look. So because I want it to be a little bit curvy, I'm just using my hands to like curve it, fold it, to create the curve that will enable it to stand and curve a little bit backward. Since you have your art wire on it, actually you can form any shape from this crinoline right now. I can twist it to form a S, to form a U, to form anything. You understand? Because the art wire will go my direction. That's just it. All right. So the next thing I'm doing is that I'm attaching this particular one now to the back. That is to the two that I've already fixed before. And I'll be using needle and thread, after which I will cut a little bit of Petersham to like do the wrapping. All right. So I like doing my finishing with Petersham because it has a way of giving me a perfect covering. All right. So in fixing this the face fascinators together, first of all, I want a part of it to be risen. I want it to stand out. I don't want it to just rest on each other. But the beauty about this particular fascinator is that by the time your client is wearing it, it is adjustable. You understand? You can actually adjust it. You can pull it inward. You can push it upwards. You can. The main thing is it's meant to give a little bit of opening in between. The separation of these two face fascinator now is meant to like give your eyes a space. It's supposed to just be between your eyes so that you see with that, and it's not going to be touching your eyes or disturbing your eyes. That's just the bottom line. So why, when you fix it on your head, you can actually adjust it to suit the part that you want. All right, so you can see that right now that I'm done with it, this eye is looking, I'm not wearing it yet, but it's looking so beautiful. I love this very face fascinator. I love it so much. All right, so you can use the roses to do your closing, that's your finishing, or you can simply create a bow tie using the crinoline, and then you use it to do your finishing. So for my finishing, I actually created bow tie with my crinoline, 3-step bow tie with my crinoline, which I attached to that part to hide all the rough work that I've been doing. You understand? To just hide the rough work. So I first of all tied it with thread, needle and thread, after which I used the Petersham to like finish it up, and it came out perfect. It came out very well. It's a perfect work. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, when I'm through, I'm going to put it on. All right, though I am not perfectly dressed for it, but because I don't have a dummy, I can pin this to the head, so I'll be pinning it to my own head for you to see. All right, so now that it is like this, it cannot stay on your head without the pin. So two things you can use to make sure that this face fascinator can stay on the head is either you use the pin, fascinator pin, or you use a comb. You know, there's this comb we use for fascinator. So it's either you attach a comb to it, or you simply attach the pin, which I am attaching right away. And to do that, you know, I love Petersham, so I simply use the Petersham to pass through the middle. I opened the pin, pass it through the middle. First of all, I use the hot glue to glue a part of it to the back of the face fascinator, and then turn it around, pass through the middle again, and glue it. So with that, I'm very certain that it has been fixed, it is firm, and it is perfect, ready to wear. All right, so a quick one, if today is your first time stopping by Creative X platform channel, please do not forget to subscribe before leaving this channel, as this channel promises to get interesting each time. All right, and if you're an old subscriber, I do love you. I appreciate all your support. I just want to say thank you for always being here, for me. I appreciate every of your comments. I appreciate every of your likes. I appreciate the videos you share. So thank you so very much. All right, concerning this video, if you have any question or you have any thing you want me to know, please just drop your comment on the comment box. I will go through it and I will reply you if need be. Is that okay? All right, thank you very much for watching. This will be all for today's tutorials, so you can watch the rest part of the video, enjoy the rest part of the video, and please do not laugh at me because I'm not fully dressed for this, but I just want you to see how it will look on me. Is that okay? So for now, it is bye for me.